Hello students, in this video we have to discuss about circular flow of income in a 3-sector economy and 4-sector economy. In the last class we discussed about 2-sector economy. What are the 2 sectors? Household sector and firm. The 2 sectors only interchanging factors of production and goods and services, everything. In this 3-sector economy we have to discuss about 3 sector. That's why the name itself saying 3-sector economy. What are the sectors? Household, firms, and third sector is government. Okay, let us see. In this picture, we can understand the 3-sector economy clearly. See the picture. In addition to household, firm, inclusion of the government sector makes this model as a 3-sector model. Understood? The government levies taxes on the household and firm, purchasing goods and services from the firm. Clearly, here saying through the picture. And receiving factors of production from household sector. On the other hand, the government also makes social transfers such as pension, relief, subsidies to household. Simultaneously, government pays the firm for the purchases of goods and services. Though they are government, they want goods and services, isn't it? For what? They want to provide goods and services to the downtrodden people, the social welfare. It means households, all the households. That's why they also purchasing goods and services from the firm. So they pay the firm for the purchasing goods and services. The flow chart illustrates 3-sector economy model very clearly to us. Understood? Let us see the 4-sector economy. Before we are going to understand the 4-sector economy, the 3-sector economy also have one formula. See there, the formula given here, Y is obtained by adding consumption expenditure. C is investment expenditure. Investment expenditure by the government. Okay, you should understand about investment expenditure measures taken by the government. I means investment. Okay, and the government expenditure is G. So the formula is Y equal to C plus I plus G. In 2-sector model, we know that the formula Y equal to C plus I. Consumption and investment only that happened. Here, investment, consumption as well as like 2-sector model, and also G coming along with these two. G means the government expenditure. Understood? Let us see the 4-sector economy. See here, the 4-sector economy also 5-mark question. In a 4-sector economy, in addition to household, firm and government, a 4th sector, namely external sector. See here, the external sector are coming along with this 3-sector. So the external sector is added here. In real life, only 4-sector economy exists. This model is composed of 4 sectors, namely household, firm, government, external sector. The external sector comprises exports and imports. Understood? The external sector comprises with the export and import. See here, export and import. Underline. In 4-sector economy, expenditure for the entire economy include domestic expenditure, which is C plus I plus G. If you are seeing C plus I plus G, what you think about that? This is 3-sector model. Okay, 3-sector economy. Along with this 3-sector economy, one more sector adding here, export and import. So the formula is Y equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Okay, can you understand? So this is the formula they may ask in your 1 mark. This is formula for 4 sector economy. And the macroeconomics studies the behavior and performance of an economy as a whole. We know that. Then it covers the functioning and performance and growth of an economy. The overall economy, okay, performance of the growth and development of an economy. It examines the macro aspects such as employment, national income, inflation, business cycle, poverty, inequality, disparity, investment and saving, capital formation, infrastructure development, banking, public finance, international trade, balance of trade, and balance of payment, exchange rate, and economic growth. These are all coming under the macroeconomics. Understood? So, the economic model based on the economic variables are useful in understanding an economy. For understanding purpose only, the 2 sector, 3 sector and 4 sector models created by the economist for better understanding. Circular flow models provide a base for understand the functioning of an macroeconomy. In short, so an economy could be classified on the basis of economic systems such as capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy. Already I explained about 3 economy, okay, capitalism, socialism, and mixedism. However, nowadays it is difficult to find 100% capitalist system and socialistic system and perfectly mixed system. These are the conclusion about this chapter. So today we completed the lesson, the first chapter over. Okay, you go through the lesson line by line and understand the concept clearly. If you have any doubt, ask me. See, the 2 mark question and 3 mark question you have to concentrate today and you have to write test. Next we have to learn chapter 2, national income. In this lesson we have to discuss about meaning of national income and some basic concept of national income, methods of measuring national income, everything we have to discuss in this chapter. Let us see. The national income provides the comprehensive measures of economic activities of a nation. We know that the overall performance, if we are studying overall performance of a nation means, which is macroeconomics. So that this also one of the factors of macroeconomics or variables of macroeconomics. What is that? National income also one of the variable. So it denotes that the country's purchasing power. It mentioning and measuring the country's purchasing power. The growth of an economy is measured by the rate at which its real national income grows over a time. Okay, whether the real income is increasing or decreasing, they are going to calculate over a time period. So national income thus serves as an instrument of economic planning. This is also one of the instruments to maintaining or making economic planning. And it also helping the making policies about the country. The national income is one of the most significant macroeconomics variable. As I told you, this is also very important variable. So a clear understanding of the meaning, concept, measurement and the uses of national income is very essential to us. Here the Nobel laureate Simon Kuznets, the Nobel laureate means a very important and prominent economist, Simon Kuznets. He only first introduced the concept of national income. Okay, underline the word Simon Kuznets. See here, Simon Kuznets, the first introduced the concept of national income. 1 mark question. And meaning of national income. In common parlance, national income means the total money value of all final goods and services produced in a country during a particular period of time. It may be 1 year. Okay, this is meaning of national income. 2 mark question. What is that? It means the total money value of all the final goods and services produced in a country during a particular period of time. This is called as national income. See here, the picture clearly saying us value of goods and services, which is countries produced value of goods and services in a year. It is the national income. Definition given here. See the definition. GDP and GNP about given here. The labor and capital of a country acting on its natural resources produce annually a certain net aggregate of commodities, material and immaterial, including services of all kinds. This is the true net annual income or revenue of the country or national dividend. This is said by Alfred Marshall. Okay. If the labor and the capital of a country acting on its natural resources, it means producers and consumers. Okay. Producer making goods and services, labor purchasing goods and services. So this is said by Alfred Marshall. The labor and the capital of a country acting on its natural resources, whatever natural resources they have, making use of the natural resources, they have to produce production, isn't it? So they produce annually a certain net aggregate of commodities, whatever commodities they produced, material and immaterial. Using the material and immaterial including services of all kinds, doctor, lawyers, engineers, so like the services of all kinds of services produced. This is the true net annual income or revenue of the country or a national dividend. Okay, this is said by Alfred Marshall. This is one definition. GDP and its detractors. The welfare of a nation can be scarcely be inferred from a measurement of national income as defined by the GDP. GDP only explains about nation's wealth and growth. Okay, we have scarce resources. So, the welfare of a nation can scarcely be inferred from the measurement of national income, which is GDP, which is defined by GDP. Goals for more growth should specify of what and for what. Okay, specify of what and for what. So this is explained by Simon Kuznets in this definition. The net output of the commodities and services flowing during the year from the country's productive system. So productive system means produced by the producer, okay, which is the hands of the ultimate consumer or into net addition to the country's stock of capital goods. So this is said by Simon Kuznets. Okay. This definition also will be asked in our 2 mark. Basic concept of national income. What are the basic concept? See, here 9 basic concept we have. Let us see one by one. GDP, GNP, NNP at factor cost, personal income, disposable income, per capita income, real income and GDP deflator. These are the basic concept of national income. See, GDP means gross domestic product. See the GDP, which is total market value of final goods and services produced within the country during a year. This is 2 mark question. Listen carefully. GDP means total market value of final goods and services produced within the country during a year, which is not beyond our country, within our country. Okay, this is calculated at market prices and is known as GDP at market prices. See here, GDP by expenditure method at market prices. We know that in the first lesson you learned C plus I plus G plus X minus M, where C is consumption goods, I means investment goods, G is government purchases, X means export, M means import. So the X minus M is net export, which can be positive or negative. X minus M is net export, which can be positive or negative. If it is the national income is positive, the growth and development is progressive. Suppose it is negative, there is no growth and development, like at this situation we are experiencing now, the COVID situation. This is negative situation because we don't have any income. Okay, our economic level is decreasing. So that this is gross domestic product. So the gross domestic product formula is C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Net domestic product, NDP. NDP is the value of net output of the economy during the year. This is value of net output of the economy during the year. Some of the country's capital equipment wears out or becomes outdated each year during the production process. Suppose it may be outdated process, outdated equipment, so we have to depreciate it. Maybe the machineries of the countries, machinery of your industries tear and wear, so that's why equipment wears out. See, net domestic product means GDP minus depreciation, whatever wears out and tears out. Okay, that and all subtracted from GDP, which is depreciation. So if we subtracted the depreciation from the GDP, then only we can get net domestic product, NDP. Okay, you should mind it. Here NDP means some of the country's capital equipment wears out or becomes outdated, so that we have to minus the depreciation from the GDP. Understood? Gross national product, GNP. The gross national product is the total measures of flow of final goods and services at market value resulting from current production in a country during a year. So including net income from abroad. See here, not like GDP, GNP including income from abroad. So it includes 5 types of final goods and services. What are they? The 5 goods are final goods and services are value of final consumer goods and services produced in a year to satisfy the immediate wants of the people, which is referred to as consumption. So these are all available in the market immediately. If you are the consumer going to purchase all the goods, that and all immediately they have to use. Okay, so that they saying here the value of final consumer goods, whatever goods selling in the market, grocery shops. Okay, so that goods and all, goods and services are also produced in a year to satisfy the immediate wants of the people is called a consumption. C. Gross private domestic investment in capital goods consisting of fixed capital formation, residential construction and inventories, new innovation, machineries or theories, any scientific inventions. So inventories of finished and unfinished goods, which is called as gross investment. So this is domestic investment, huge level investment taken by the government. They only involving here, that and all increasing the capital formation, which is I. Students, I hope that you are clear the concept of macroeconomics. Am I right? Okay. We completed the first chapter in this video and started the next chapter, national income. Go through the video and watch the video, understand the concept clear. Then do the assignment as I said. We will see in the next video. Thank you.